Hey, welcome back to another episode of Murderhobos Anonymous. We are playing some 5th edition D&D here at the Playmore Games store in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Got a player running late, but I'm sure she'll join us soon. Before we get started, I want to go through some credits here of the music that you heard during the intro. There was from Pretzel.rocks. Oh, Jordan's mic works. It's a streaming service for live streamers and YouTubers. Here, I'll stick it back on regular exploration. Any battle effects you might hear, like this magic missile, are from battlebards.com. And the background effects are from tabletopaudio.com. There, which I'll just start it there. So, last week we played some D&D, I think.
Yeah, we got to the tomb.
Got to the tomb. Got into the Temple of the Nine Gods.
Everything was fun.
Where there were, let's see, there was an obelisk with a creepy warning, which you somehow knew was from a Sararak, despite him not signing his work. Somehow, I'm not really sure how you knew that it was a Sararak's first warning, and that perhaps there might be more warnings. Oh well.
I don't think there would be other warnings.
Not for these characters, at least.
And there were some shrines there, which once you presented all of the puzzle cubes to the shrine, it unlocked the 9th shrine of the flail snail. Gave you a cool little magic item that pointed you away from the more obvious entrance into the tomb and towards this second entrance, where there was a cube puzzle, which you managed to get right the first try, unfortunately. You know, I can hope. You encountered some, oh, I can get rid of all of this, actually. Explore both sides of that. You encountered some pretty obvious pressure plates with darts and everything. You thoroughly explored a devil's face that had darkness in it that turned out to be a shadow demon. You had a bat explore an underground river. Interesting choice. Where you discovered a suspended chest with a waterfall that you were like, this is obviously a trap, so you didn't open it. And there was also a chamber full of gas, which you went down into and ignited when you opened the door, of course, because obviously found a. Oh, those are completely backwards. That's fine. There we go.
Hi.
Hello. Found a shrine with a shield that had a gong. It had a sort of gong circular shield thing full of eyes. You were able to quickly surmise that the masks that the whites were wearing you were supposed to wear. Got past that puzzle. There was a glass window. You found a
rings.
Yeah, that statue that was magnetic.
Oh yeah, well.
Magnetic.
Gathers took the ring in that tomb and then was possessed.
Yeah. That was fun. And now you can't go towards danger.
Yes, Kathos did find a ring in the sarcophagus.
Danger, it's just...
and Ubalaka the Zorbo successfully inhabited Kathos, adding literally nothing to your character that you didn't already have.
My character had probably touched the water. That's dangerous.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think Kathos is a little more impetuous.
Kathos would have touched
Then
the water. We all know.
Or at least persuaded people to touch the water.
No. Kathos.
Yes.
Oh,
Jesus.
sorry.
Right up in
I
my
think
ear.
you might be in weird locations, but I'm figuring it out slowly.
Well, it's what, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Because it's 2 on this side. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's you, and then okay. Yeah, we're backwards from last time, so my non-existent notes are wrong. And then you found a statue that would seem to attract any metallic object, and then if the metallic object touched a shield, it would disintegrate in powdered rust, but you were able to beat the crap out of it and destroy it. And then you found a magical fountain with crystal clear water, and you didn't even approach it, which
And we
was
said
weird.
this is also obviously a trap.
And you, I mean, it was clearly very nice, non-magical water that
Actually, I think
probably would have slaked your thirst,
it
but
would have healed us. It was clearly magical, but positive, right?
yeah, I mean, all water is good for you.
Yeah.
It's
I think it had transmutation
water. You guys just kind of walked past it. It was really sad.
I'm pretty sure we have a spell that can create it. Create food
Who
and
needs to eat
water.
and drink? All we do is eat good berries.
Right.
Talk for me, Jordan. I'm trying to figure out what channel you're on.
I have no
There you
idea.
are.
That one.
Yes, you're on that one, obviously. All right. So yeah, you made your way down a tunnel and found a grand stairway, very large stairwell. Seemed to go down 4 floors.
And there was a dwarf down there.
And there was a dwarf at the bottom, or I think he was 2 floors down, that was wearing a devil head mask that was creepy, to say the least.
Theme running through here. Devil faces.
Yeah, it's the aesthetic. Definitely coordinated style.
Oh yeah.
Here's the
He's on brand.
Tomb Dwarf. Yeah, I mean he's wearing the company clothes, so
Yeah, right.
there's a dress code.
Is he the doomed child? He looks like a doomed child.
What's a man?
The doomed child.
You also see a on the east wall. Actually, you turn around, Kathos. All right, you turn around, Kathos, and there's a bronze plaque behind you.
What does it say? What is it?
We should all probably start backing up.
The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. Into darkness ascend. Or descend, sorry. Clearly a reference to Star Trek. I believe as you descend, you're supposed to shout, Khan! I mean, I'm pretty sure these are meaningless. They probably don't help you in any way.
Yeah.
And any help would probably be entirely inconsequential, and
The other one didn't help us at all.
Yeah.
it was pretty useless. I'll just put that there just to confuse you. Yeah, and you, you see on the actually on the 4th floor, the bottom floor, you see another bronze plaque on the far west wall. From this angle.
There's still 2 doors up here, right?
There are 2 passageways, yeah, to the north and to the west. Or
Stay
east,
up.
sorry. Oh. Sorry, the plaque was actually here. East.
Kathos has really good vision.
Yeah, totally. You made your perception check from 40 feet away.
I have exceptional dark vision.
People has a torch.
I have a
Or
torch.
you hopped
Wait,
over.
Yeah.
What's my cast so I can see?
Cast light on.
I cast
No,
dark
dark
vision.
vision.
Probably wore it off.
No, you,
I cast dark vision on her.
how long does that last?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Okay, so
Yeah. Everyone can see.
yay.
You
It's,
still have your torch sconce in your shell.
Yeah.
the bat's gonna head down
Not how shell
the
works.
eastern path.
Not a backpack.
Down this way.
Nope.
Except for
Okay.
weapons.
I mean, people strap things in their back all the time.
Yeah.
Into their back. Into the...
We tied it around you.
Yes,
Huh?
that's fine.
It's like
We put it in her shell.
No!
Yeah, see, I meant around her, like, around the back part of the shell,
Yeah.
and then in where the arms come out of.
I imagine there's, I guess, have a bag.
No.
No.
Videos.
Store things inside.
And you find a short tunnel
Death
that
tunnel.
ends with a giant stone skull crusted with moss juts out from the end of the passageway. A flame flickers within each of its eye sockets, and a view into the chamber beyond can be seen through its open jaws.
You want to take a peek?
The bat can take a peek.
Yeah, the bat gets to fly into its open jaws, right?
Yeah, it looks like a
That's what squeeze it.
medium or smaller creature could squeeze through the the jaws.
We don't have one of those.
I mean, your tiny bat could fly through.
We're all medium creatures.
Are you still cowering on the other side of the giant stairway, or are you going to move over to the...
Move over. If Kath has clearly walked it, so...
Candace wouldn't be alone.
Yeah, I mean, you were reading the plaque from this side, and then you realized it was on the other side of the wall, so you were like, we might as well walk over. So, yeah, there's a skull.
Yeah, the bat's gonna crawl into its mouth.
I mean, it can basically wing right through it.
That's fine.
So it wings through the skull,
Splat.
and one of the eyes goes out.
Oh.
Well, that's concerning. Follow it, people.
Can I see him?
So is the mouth the ring?
Can I a giant solid shell. I'm the lazy.
What did it say with the ring?
The ring is a path to another tomb. I want to go through.
But you don't.
So the bat flies through and sees skulls crusted with dried mud glower from niches cut into the walls of this tomb. A stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. Behind the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal, is an ornate crystal box with a small humanoid skull floating inside of it.
Does it do anything to the bat? Like the skull in the box?
Does it look at it?
There are no... Yeah, nothing. Don't notice anything.
But the bat sees that there's pathways in the corners.
There are sort of warrens of a maze of tiny passages.
I feel like snakes are gonna come out.
Probably. What happens if the bat flies back through the mouth?
Kathos gets out of the
Yeah, we're all getting out of the
the
mouth.
opening.
Oh, are you in that direction?
Yeah, I was one of the ones in the opening area. Well, no.
No, as in, like, in case something breathes, nobody wants to be within the hallways. In other words, we're probably all, like, against the wall.
Peek around the corner.
okay.
Yeah. As if the bat flies out and something would happen.
It flies out, and you have the bat turns around and looks, and both of the eyes have gone out.
So 2 people.
Third time's the charm.
Send the bat back in.
Send the bat back in and one of the eyes go out.
I mean, you want to let the right one in. Did you get that reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did you see the original French version? Yeah, it's much better than the American version. Much creepier, too.
Like, I'll go through, but I think it might be smarter to just let the bat go back again and see what happens to the lights.
Well, both the lights are out, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're out? I thought they went back on.
No,
If
there
it went back on,
there was a flame in each of the eye sockets. One of them went out when it went in, and then when it flew back out again, the other one went out. And now there are neither of the eyes are flickering with light.
Alright, the bat goes back in.
Okay, the bat gets
Destroyed.
this far.
Yep.
Roll a d20.
I'm believing you, Bat.
5.
Does a 15 hit its AC?
Of course.
Roll 40-10.
It dies.
How many hit points does it have?
Like 1.
That's 1 hit point.
18. 27.
Takes 27 points of bludgeoning damage as the skull's jaw is just clamped down on it, and there's just a little poof of smoke, and then and both eyes flare up with light.
Third time's the charm.
Kathos will go in.
Well, now we know how it works.
Yeah, now we know how it works. Kathos can go in.
Only one person.
Kathos already has a thing inside of him.
I want to go in.
Yeah. It's a
I
staff.
want to be possessed by a snake.
Okay.
Wait, what is
so
it?
you're just
Staff?
gonna crawl through.
Oh, then there's somebody else get
Who
it.
has the best armor class?
Staff.
Yeah, I don't know. Was there?
Python. It had a staff on it, right? The
The lid
sarcophagus.
was adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. It's a serpent.
Yeah, there's. That's not a staff.
I had it
So what happens if I
around the
walk
staff.
forward and grab like, I don't know, a stone or a branch or like some of the moss and I toss that through it?
Nothing happens.
Okay. So
Gotta
that's
be a
like-
living thing.
Living things.
My bat wasn't living.
Yes, it was. It was a
Ish.
face spirit.
It was close enough.
It falls within the specification of a creature.
Who has high enough armor class?
All of us.
Who has the highest armor class? You.
Yeah, probably him.
Yeah, we failed.
Yeah, but it only happens when the lights go out.
Right, but every third thing that passes through, it's gonna
One-
show.
Well, all we
you.
have to
one
do is
person
go
can
in,
One
grab
person
it,
go in and go.
and then come out.
Yeah,
And it would be
There's
fine.
something trapped about the.
I'll go in. Do we want to all try and get in?
No, not really.
We could also potentially brace for the impact, like have the strongest people like intentionally try and like stop it, but I don't know if that will work. We could also try and blow the hell up. Just shoot it with the Eldritch Blast until it breaks.
Alright, Sullivan goes in.
Yeah, I want to go in.
Alright, People goes in.
Kathos couldn't go in.
So Sullivan, you going first?
Apparently Peepo.
Peepo charges ahead,
Yes.
jumps through, climbs. You have to climb through. You're not as small as bat. And when you see one of the eyes goes out, and when you enter the room,
Are there snakes everywhere?
you hear a child's voice in your head.
Oh,
It says,
that's disconcerting.
the voice of a young girl echoes in your mind. What's happening? Why can't I see?
Something freaky's going on.
Nope, we don't hear it.
I'll let you guys know.
Nope.
There's
It's all
this-
you.
What is it? What's happening?
There's like a ghost. I think it's a ghost. I think it's a ghost child.
Her helm of telepathy's acting up.
I'm not wearing the helmet of telepathy. No, I'm not wearing it.
You're always wearing it.
You hear the same voice in your head again. Where am I? How did I get here?
I don't know where you are. I barely know where I am.
Probably the skull.
Oh, that makes sense.
Why can't I see anything?
Got no eyes.
You don't have eyes.
Also, you're dead.
I think you're dead. I'm pretty sure you're a ghost.
The voice shrieks in horror as the
I'm
skull's
scared.
eye sockets flare with green flame. Green. No, you guys don't watch Acquisition Incorporated. I can't do those jokes. With a shattering crash, the crystal box explodes and the skull levitates into the air.
What were we supposed to do with the doomed child? I don't remember.
You can roll for initiative now.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
we spoke the truth.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't remember that.
Front of your face.
well, that's good for Kathos.
All right. Maurice.
Natural 1 plus 2 equals 3.
3. Sullivan.
14.
14. Peepo.
18.
18. Kathos.
20.
20. Wow. You are not first.
What? That's rough.
Let's see.
Why do we send locals when people want to talk to people?
I don't think we realized there was anybody to talk to.
That's fair. We didn't.
Always talk to the
What's a
dead.
skull in a box? Though? We might have been able to extrapolate something.
We shouldn't have told the truth to the Doom Child. Less charisma, more lying.
You
So-
did the talking.
A swarm of...
Okay, I'll remember that for the future. Always lie.
Oh, whoops. Nope, not snakes. Sorry. Wrong one.
Swarm of locusts.
Not snakes.
Like-
It looks like snake. Or smaller snakes.
Cobras.
They are not snakes. They are spiders.
Ah, double, I'm not going in.
And they appear to be undead.
They're undead spiders?
Undead spiders.
One of that
Can I see
Ben,
into the
undead can
room?
pass through this skull thing without getting crunched.
Well, it's not your turn. It's the undead spider's turn.
Oh, my bad.
Somebody else come through, then we can throw a spider through and see if it gets crunched.
If it only detects living things, it's not going to be affected by these undead.
So the
don't know living,
swarm
we don't
of
know.
undead will dash to Peepo.
Rude.
Kathos, you can see spiders. A swarm of spiders that look decrepit and dead, but they're definitely not dead.
I guess I will move around Maurice and try to Eldritch Blast the spiders.
Okay, they're a little cover from the skulls that you're shooting through.
19 and 20 something.
Both hit. You're doing force damage.
Yes. 16.
Total.
Yes. I have no modifier.
All right.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yep. It's gonna do a little images stuff on there, so you can see that it is quite injured.
Smushed a few.
You smushed a few. All right. The skull. Let's see. Just make sure there isn't anything special that she needs to do. Alright, we're good. She flies out, glaring at you, Peepo, and screaming in your mind, basically, as fire rays shoot out of her eyes.
She has laser beams now.
Yep.
being dead seems kind of cool.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Just why don't you go ahead and just take a 15 points of fire damage, and then a second fire ray shoots out of her other eye. Does a 24 hit you?
You know, it does.
Does?
Just barely.
Just barely, though. I mean, the 15 hit, obviously. You're obviously playing Thaco. Alright. It's the end of her turn. Peepo, it's your turn.
Is my turn. I'd really rather deal with this skull, but there's like spiders on my ass.
I mean, you
Kill
have
the
multiple
spiders
attacks.
and then kill the skull.
Fine. Alright. I'm gonna try smooch the spiders with a bomb.
Alright. Bob-Ram.
Think if I want to rage or anything.
Would you like to rage?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I don't think I need to.
I mean, she's just going to keep doing 15 points of damage to you.
Yeah. I am gonna recklessly attack them.
Okay. For some reason, it doesn't put an effect icon for reckless attack, but
10, right? Okay. 16 plus 8.
yeah.
Okay. For the reroll. For 12 damage.
Yeah, and he's
Are they smooshed?
tiny little screams, lots and
All simultaneously.
Okay.
It's sounding identical.
yes, as if the sound suddenly of a million tiny voices suddenly snuffed out, screaming and then suddenly snuffed out.
Alright, I'm gonna run up to the skull.
Oh yeah, and it puts blood splatters on the map where you killed things,
Nice.
and it leaves them there.
So we know where to loot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, just look through all that spider blood for the treasures.
They could have treasures inside.
Oh, you know what? Actually, they are
Eat.
undead. It doesn't look like they have the annoying undead thing where they.
Undead fortitude, no.
Yeah, they don't have undead fortitude. Darn. You're gonna run up to the flame skull?
I'm gonna run up to the flame skull.
All right. You have done so. Successful.
Yay, I did it. Okay.
Go around the skull so you don't cover us.
You're
I
gonna
already
go.
got cover.
The 16 hit?
That's even more cover. That's full cover.
The 16 hit?
She was in front of the spiders when I shot at them.
Hold on.
Maybe you were an
What?
She cast shield
Ah,
and it misses.
that's not
You've been waiting
nice.
for that one.
Huh?
How long you been waiting for that?
So,
That's rude.
yeah, it misses.
Okay.
What was the number?
16. So it
His
wasn't
shield
that.
is 16.
Her AC was below 16.
I know, that's why I'm laughing.
Okay.
It is now higher than 16.
Fine, I guess that's it.
All right. Sullivan.
Sullivan's going to move to the top of Kathos.
Just sitting on her shoulders.
Sure.
Hang on the horns.
I will quicken a Chaos Bolt first.
All right.
So,
The heck?
17 to hit.
Just stop. It misses because her shield is still up.
And then 2 Eldritch Blast. One's going to miss, and the other one's a 20.
That will hit.
She takes 8 points of force damage.
Eight points. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Undead spiders, spitters,
Spitters!
spibers, spibers.
Spiders.
Is gonna come up and bite at you. Okay. They swarm all over you and nip at you.
Ew. I dislike them.
Why does it have advantage? Oh, reckless. 8.
Nice.
Does an 8 hit you?
No, just
Yeah,
misses.
they all try to bite your shell.
They're really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Oh, that hurts so
Oops,
bad.
I
Keep attacking
totally
there.
just skipped all of the spiders.
They should just go inside your shell. So they should just go inside of it.
They should? Don't tell them what to do. They're doing perfectly fine.
They should go inside the backpack.
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, that does. So they figured out that maybe the shell isn't the weak spot.
Yeah, well, they figured the other spiders had it covered. 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
20. Another one on you.
Are there so many spiders?
22.
Does hit.
for another 10.
Don't like these spiders.
Yeah, they all rolled better than Murray's.
Yep. That's fine. Come out.
20. They are just swarming all over you. 16, miss. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, miss.
Maurice!
I think what's gonna happen.
It's finally your turn.
Didn't expect 4 swarms of spiders.
1 alcove, 2 alcoves, 3 alcoves, 4 alcoves? Really?
I expected snakes to start with.
I misspoke.
I don't know. Snakes are cool.
No, one of the eyes in the thing is still lit, right? Only people is going through the room.
Yes, one of the eyes is still lit.
I think I can get into melee range with those 2 swarms.
You can get in here. Get up on in here.
Catholic, you're next.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No, I have a flaw that doesn't let me do that.
You run through, and the other eye goes out.
I'm going to swing my sword at the one to the east.
Direct. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, cool feature. Oh. If you wanted to be, you could be 25 feet in the air. They have altitude now, even negative altitude. And if you're targeting, it actually does the Pythagorean theorem a little bit.
16?
Yes. They do not have shield.
10 damage on the first strike.
What type of damage?
Slashing.
Regular slashing, boring slashing damage? It was 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't seem to get hit as hard as you thought undead spider. Well, maybe as hard as you thought undead spiders might get hit
Second swing
with your boring weapon.
is 24.
Yep.
I get smoked. Oh, they're undead too.
You know, they hate sunlight. Somebody light the sun.
I don't think that's these undead,
Yeah.
though.
I mean, they're also undead, though. It didn't specify.
14 slashing damage and 6 radiant damage.
The blue undead.
Alright,
like-
they are not vulnerable to radiant. But it did do the full damage. Alright, back to the top. Kathos.
Move up 1.
And then one more.
No.
Why not?
And then try to Eldritch Blast the Skull Lady.
Okay. A little bit of cover, but sure. Her shield is still up.
22 and 26.
They both hit.
– 17.
She is hurt.
Yes.
You hurt the small, defenseless, poor child.
She cast shield.
The doomed child.
Yeah,
Yeah. You've damaged her.
that's fine. Hopefully she'll
I
try
figured
to
as much.
come through the hole and be attacked. Kathos is gonna take like 2 steps back now.
Oh, okay.
That is in keeping with your flaw.
Yeah.
He's hoping she'll think that Sullivan did it.
I'm sure. She probably can't even see it.
Oh Jesus! What is this?
Her mouth opens and a bright streak flashes out from it, landing down at Sullivan's feet, and it bursts into a fireball.
Does it count as a spell?
Yes.
Count a spell.
Okay.
I was like, what the hell, small child?
Well, actually, nothing happens. It just fizzles out.
We watch her get ready to vomit everywhere. And somehow Sullivan knew she was about to cast Fireball.
It's almost she was casting something bad.
Yep. Yeah, she is a spellcaster.
With shield.
Yep, Peepo.
There's a lot of damn spiders.
Finish off the one that I started with.
Sure. Which one's damaged?
The ones with damage marks on them.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? If you can see that far.
You can see one of them. It's only the one, isn't it?
And her.
Yeah, the Flame Skull and this one are both. Actually, I like how I'm hovering over on my end and it highlights them, which is nice.
It highlights us below. And then whoever's calling is green.
Alright, I'm gonna try and squish him.
Squish the damaged
Yeah,
spitters.
I'm not going to recklessly attack though, because there's a lot of enemies.
And enemies.
Or I could do the action surge and attack all of them. That could be fun. Should I do action surge and attack all of them?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. So I'm going to go recklessly.
Alright.
So that means I get 4 attacks, right? Because it's 2 actions, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you take your first attack action.
First, it's going to be against someone that's damaged already. And I know how to find a D10. That'll work. That's unnatural 20
That hits.
for 10 damage. Swoosh.
Alright.
Alright.
Next.
Next, yeah.
Just gonna work in a circle.
Yeah, I'll go for another spider.
Alright.
And that one's 16 plus 8 to hit.
I missed a swarm. 15 plus 8, yeah, that hits.
Okay, and that's 11 damage.
Alright. Mildly damaged.
Oh, it's not squoosh.
No, these ones hadn't gotten hit at all.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
And that one's 27 to hit.
Yes.
13 damage.
Alright.
Now, does it squish?
It is squished.
I want to use my last attack on her.
Alright, right on the Flame Skull.
Don't like her. That's 17 plus 8. That's...
What?
Diplomat is working. That's all.
25.
That hits. She wouldn't be able to shield that anyway.
11 damage.
Are you gonna fireball Peepo?
I've been told she doesn't mind.
Okay.
Huh?
Alright, anything else?
I think I'm good.
Alright, this swarm forgot to go last turn, so it's going to... It was
They were
asleep.
sleeping.
It was asleep, yeah.
Me too, Swarm.
Actually, it's the only undead swarm that read its instructions and said that it goes the round after, but... They were like, come on guys, we're supposed to wait! This is going to go in your performance review, you know.
I suppose that makes sense. The goal is to try and draw people in to fight the Flame Skull. And
Yeah.
things come out later.
Helps if the monsters read the instructions beforehand, but... 17 on you, Peepo?
That hits me on the nose.
On the tip of your chinny chin chin.
Yeah.
7. Wow. Sullivan.
Fireball.
Furbolg?
Fireball.
Are you trying not to hit, yeah, you could do it there and not hit, Maurice?
That works.
Stick it in the back corner.
You're about to kill Peepo.
She automatically saves.
That's good.
Alright.
Yeah. It's something.
Wouldn't it be great if the skull had counterspell?
Yeah, that would be neat, actually.
That would
I'd be down with that.
I'd be okay with it too.
I like that narrative.
I'm kind of hoping for it, but
I'm perfectly fine if she has it.
Dueling fireballs.
Nope, no counterspell.
God damn it.
Because guess what? It's my turn. Guess what? Reaction's back.
You, but then you burn all of your...
Oh, and here's a cool feature for it's also here. Tells you, shows you who succeeded and who failed. What is the damage?
43.
43.
You still almost killed people.
Yeah, you still almost killed people.
Fine.
That's 21.
21, yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, cool. They have little skulls now.
Yep, they have skulls, and then when I delete them, there are horribly graphic blood splashes all over the
I
place.
like it.
And then I can clear
That's
those
what
markers.
happens when you squish bugs.
Yep. Alright. Anything else, Sullivan?
Nope, that's it.
Maurice.
Nice heal.
There's a giant fireball explosion, and you're covered in spider guts. You're not covered in spider guts because they all burned away.
Ah,
So
okay.
what's
That's nice.
the flame skull and one spider swarmer left.
Yes.
I will stand next to Peepo.
Alright.
That's fine. And
Finish
I
her.
will attack the flame skull.
Alright.
Smite that hoe.
That's a 12.
12. She doesn't need to shield that.
That's a 19.
Can't shield that.
You found a magic number.
So that hits.
You know what?
And that's slashing damage that you're dealing to her.
And radiant.
Well,
Smoke.
we'll do it separately.
I'll burn a second level.
So what's the slashing?
The slashing damage is 12.
Oh, so she takes 6
And the radiant
and
damage...
dies from the 6 damage.
Great, yeah.
Oh no!
She
I
had,
knew this was gonna happen.
yeah,
She had 7.
she had 5.
Well,
Yeah.
it was another 14 radiant damage.
Magically hits the spider.
And there's a spider swarm in front of you.
I used both my attacks, so...
Okay. Kathos.
Oh,
Go
move
outside.
forward 2 squares and Elder Splash.
Okay. I mean, you can get a better shot if you go inside.
No, that's fine. I got 19.
That'll hit.
14.
Squish all the squish.
It's really bloody.
We might need a rest soon.
Kathos starts
Between-
tossing
between
good berries
Hit
in.
points and spell spots.
Open it.
I want to open up the sarcophagus.
Let me know if it's a staff or something.
Yeah, we'll see if it's like cool.
It's very upbeat music for this tomb.
Indeed.
Not very peaceful.
The stone sarcophagus does not appear to be locked.
Yeah, they opened it. They said.
Shove it up.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Okay. 19.
Doesn't flip over a couple times, but you're able to push it off very easily. Inside, there is a bundle of faded cloth that holds the serpentine bones of a jaculi. And there is a staff resting atop the remains.
Cool. I'll go in with Misty Step and touch the staff.
All this and I didn't even get a cool weapon.
Okay. Gonna grab the
You
staff.
have the coolest weapon.
Yeah, you have
It
Bob.
It has a name.
Bob is pretty cool. I'll give you that.
So
But
when
we can
when
do
you touch
better.
the staff, I'm
First.
gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw.
I need a weapon with a more intimidating name.
Sounds like you make that save.
And
24.
green smoke billows from the staff.
24.
So actually, before you made the save,
Okay.
green smoke billows from the staff, coiling around you like a serpent. A sibilant voice whispers in your ear, "Let me help you. I promise to be good."
Cool. And I touched it, and I made a 24 with the save.
Well,
Do you answer
so
for me?
you only have to make the save if you want to resist it.
Oh. No, I want to help.
So you won't resist?
No.
All right.
You definitely made that save.
I don't care.
Yeah, I did it out of order. You only do it if you want to resist it, which I think Kathos, given you didn't know what was going on, was probably. So you are inhabited by Moa.
Well, have about Moa, you can't do it. Oh shit!
Nice.
But the power's nice.
Turn invisible.
So it's just a free invisible spell. That's cool.
Yeah, and there's no
Oh man,
there's no recharge.
It's at will.
sarcasm
It's
can.
like a ring of invisibility.
I mean, sarcasm can be the truthful. So I'm fine
It makes
with
it be
this.
more biting than ever.
Oh man.
The staff is a staff of the Python.
Staff of the python.
You have another pet.
Which is
To a snake.
Yep.
Solvin, I'm sure, loves this.
Oh, of course.
We need more pets.
you can use an action to speak the staff's command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you. Staff becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative count. Using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to its normal form in a space. You can mentally command it if it's within 60 feet of you. Blah, 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 blah. It is an arcane focus. Requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock.
Hey.
Hey, there you are. So it is a warlock, druid, or cleric focus. Arcane focus.
Did you have a staff already?
Just a quarterstaff.
I mean, is it also a quarterstaff?
No.
No, it's just a regular. It's just a regular arcane focus. Staff.
It is a. Yeah, it's just a
It's just an
staff.
arcane focus, not a weapon.
Trust me, I would love if it was, because then yeah.
It's sort of a gray area in regards to staffs being able to be used as quarterstaffs, but it wouldn't be a magical weapon, though.
Well, no, it's more we're talking about the warlock thing, to where I make it my thing so I can vamp it in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it isn't a magical weapon, so when you hit with it, it wouldn't do magic damage.
So that's
It's
fine. I'm
just-
more worried about, like, oh, I send the snake a hit, it drops to 0, and then I can vamp it back into my hand.
You could have.
If it was in staff form, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Probably. That seems reasonable. Right.
Because the warlock technically makes it kind of magical. With if I hit with it, I use
Sword,
charisma
but not
instead,
really. I think
anyways.
you need Pact of the Blade.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with using a magic staff as a quarterstaff. It's
Are
a
you
staff.
Blade?
Yep.
Pact of Blade?
Yep. No, not Pact of Blade. I'm Hex.
No, he's Hexblade.
Yeah,
I think you need
Hexblade.
Pact of the Blade to do the.
Everyone
suck it back to your hand.
roll a perception check, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's.
17.
16.
You find a secret door.
What? People, you should go open that door.
People should get some heal first.
You aren't getting any heals because you're on the other side of the.
I thought you were throwing me good berries.
Why don't we just take a Why don't we take a rest?
Can I?
When's the last time we actually rested in here?
From separated, just the party completely separated.
We're not separated.
We're just beyond this barrier.
Yeah.
We can always try blowing the shit out of it.
Just light one of the eyeballs with a torch or something.
No.
I don't think
You
that-
do it.
I mean, we know what's gonna happen. Can you like run through? Like you know
Why
what's
don't you,
gonna. You know
okay, if
what's
we're
gonna do
taking
this.
a actual long rest, why don't you just summon something?
I mean, at the same time,
Summon what?
super
Something
cautious
to go
person
through.
is not going to do this.
And then we rest, we get everything back.
But how do we know we're getting a long rest?
Are we taking a long rest?
I would take a long rest. When's the last time we took a long rest? We've been in and all around to here.
I thought we just did.
No.
Yeah, we
did
did,
we did
kind
before
of
we came
just
in.
make one.
Yeah.
Short
We
rest.
took a long rest at Wongo Shrine before we came to the tomb.
I thought we had a long rest.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a short rest.
That
Took a
wasn't.
short rest and then
Was that a short rest?
Yeah, we
I did short rest.
I think we did.
I did whatever we agreed to at the time. I don't remember at this point in time.
I would say this is a pretty defensible spot. We've got a secret door as the only other entrance, and there's a thing that's primed to clamp down on stuff that comes in.
Fine, people's cool taking
I mean, I'm fine with a short rest as well. We just want to do a short rest.
I just need heals.
Well, you would get that in a short rest.
But I have to use. Could use hit dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so will you take a short rest?
Or you go through that secret door and find the way around.
No, we're going to close the secret door, and then we're going to take a short rest.
Is the secret door open or closed?
Well, I think people opened it, so might as well close it real fast.
Okay.
Taking another nap. We like that.
All right. You gonna set watches?
Yeah, Kathos. And Kathos and more Kathos.
Yeah, I'm stuck outside the room.
And you're paranoid as hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't
So
take a short rest. You just
Kathos
stay awake
is
and
in a
guard.
different room. You're in the stairwell
Yeah.
with 4 floors of open area.
Yep.
And this like gaping maw that's going to attack you if you try and get through. If something like comes to attack.
All right.
Exactly.
Roll a perception check.
Where are all my hit dice?
It's 19.
Wow.
The first few hours of your rest, you're taking a long rest? Short rest? Oh, okay. So, while you're camped outside of the room that everyone's camped in, you do hear movement in the stairwell, sort of echoing footsteps in the grand stairwell.
I'm hidden.
Okay. Yeah, you're down a hall. Nothing, from where you can see, nothing comes on this level, but you do definitely hear the echoing of footsteps and creatures moving in the lower levels. But you're able to have a short rest.
I add my con modifier to hit dice, right?
Each roll, yeah.
However, as for the journal, also this is very interesting. You see one of these symbols in the journal, something springs out. Exactly like one of the symbols that you saw in the. Hey guys, look. Yeah, I figured that it was counter with a harder
Everyone ready?
Yep.
What would you like to do now?
I guess we're
Sutherland,
gonna.
I think we should probably check that way to the secret door.
You're not allowed to technically cast or do anything while you short rest, because then it breaks the idea of a short rest, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was thinking about we take an hour and then
Get your
familiar back so we have another scout.
Yeah, it would take an hour and 10 minutes.
I mean, I can also use the staff, but then I have no way of getting the staff back after it.
I think you have to be within 30 feet.
Of the
he's-
staff?
He's less mobile.
Okay.
He's less mobile than your bat face. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the snake is reduced to 0 hit points. It is shattered.
The staff itself is shattered?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it dies and reverts to its staff form. The staff then shatters and is destroyed.
You could always go invisible and scout
If the snake reverts to staff form before losing all its hit points, it regains all of them.
I don't regain my action surge for a short rest, do I?
No, long rest.
Alas.
Okay.
And you can, I think you basically can use the command word within 60 feet.
I'm trying to actually
And
remember.
it'll turn into a staff and lay on the ground right there.
Trying to actually remember and use my fighter things.
Are you a battle master? Ah,
Yes.
maneuvers.
We'll say parry and distract.
Man, we still have those skunks.
Nope.
We don't.
Said if we still have those
We
skunks.
don't.
Why? They
We have
couldn't get
some
through the
smell.
door. They would be crushed as well.
Exactly. I'm telling you the truth here.
What if you throw that kobold egg
Yeah,
through it?
to the kobold egg.
I thought we gave that away.
Nope, I still have it.
I don't think the kobold eggs counts as a creature yet.
It's a living thing.
It is an unborn.
I mean, so is the wasp that he
If
tossed
it could
in.
detect a bat, I would think it would detect a almost hatched egg.
It's probably like scrambled at this point.
Yeah, that kobold's probably not coming out right if it comes out at all.
It's doing its best, okay?
It's very special.
You could just go down the pathway.
Fine, we go down the pathway and leave Kathos.
Yeah,
We're gonna
when the
have to come back
kobold hatches, it looks like this.
Yay!
We're gonna have to come back out.
He's my
Okay,
special
kobold.
boy!
There may
I
be
don't know
a
why he
pathway
turned
out.
into
Maybe we can meet
a
up
snake
where
guy.
this leads.
I have no idea. But
We're gonna go look at around the corners of the secret passage.
All right.
Bye, Kathos. Have fun.
he is. He's just sitting there,
We'll come back for you.
taking his extended short rest.
Yeah, Vorn, you're fine.
All right, so you're gonna head down the passage. The stairwell bottoms out at a stream that looks sort of familiar.
Let's go through.
So we're obviously gonna go right.
Left or right?
Left.
Your left?
Yep.
All right.
Let's see if we can see how it links up to what we are aware of, and maybe we can redirect Kathos back to us.
It says I get action surge back after a short rest.
No. It's long rest.
It's on roll 20. I wanted to be sure because the app,
Where does it say starting at?
starting at second level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. Blah 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 blah. You finish a short or long rest before you can use it again.
Oh, did show me it again?
Yep,
I mean-
it's short. It's short.
It is short.
Yeah, it says starting at 17th level after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use it twice.
At 17th level, you can use it.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess.
Any rests.
Okay.
Yep, short or long.
Okay, so I do get it back.
Yep.
I was making sure because the app gave it to me back.
Yep, and you get your second win back as well if you haven't used that.
Yeah, I used
So
that
you
before I took a
following
rest.
the river quite a ways? Yeah, it eventually reconnects with the grate.
Kathos, go throw a rope down.
No.
You opened the grate.
We opened the grate.
Okay.
You left it open probably.
So we can tell we can go back, tell Kathos to.
We don't tell Kathos nothing.
Okay, so you're just gonna pop out at the stairs on that side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kathos can't see us.
Oh, you're going to be mischievous.
Kathos, you
Am
hear
I lying?
No.
you hear more creatures walking around in the grand stair, and this time they're on your floor,
I'm gonna
and they look familiar.
Eldritch Blast the first one that I see.
No, it looks like Peepo.
It's probably Sullivan. He's farthest in.
It's definitely Peepo.
Peepo is a sneaky sneak.
Oh look, your friends are back.
What?
I mean, if they are in fact your friends.
That's fine. They
Did we want to
probably
go
are.
back down there and see what was going to the right?
Probably.
At the end of that.
Well,
Or
what's,
now that we're all together, we could just wait an hour.
what's the top room?
You haven't gone up there yet.
Yeah, so let's wait an hour and find out.
I don't
Are we
wanna
waiting
wait.
now?
Another hour? Oh, for find.
I get find familiar.
Okay.
You could just cast it as a spell if you have it prepared.
do
It
that
takes
too.
10 minutes.
You don't have to do ritual cast it if you don't want.
You have like 6 first level spots.
Fine, I cast it.
All right.
Okay.
You could have probably cast it while you were walking through
Just
the.
don't send it back through that hungry maw.
We knew it was going to die.
The hungry maw that has no lights in
Lights
its
left.
eyes.
There are no lights.
There are no lights. It's really, really gruesome. I like it. Right. So you're moving up. You have your bat back. Correct?
Yep.
All right. Give me your baddie back, baddie back, baddie back. Give me your baddie back, baddie back, baddie back.
That's a better name than Batface. Batty back.
The bat face.
Bad face.
That face. Why don't you bring dog face?
Carved birds soar across the walls of this corridor, blocking the passageway Near its northern end is a large adamantine propeller with 5 sharp blades.
Nope.
Let's blow the shit out of that.
Nope.
This sounds like a danger zone.
Nope. No, I'm good. I'm not going down a tunnel of wind, or a wind tunnel of death.
Is it turning? Is it turning?
It is not currently turning.
People, you should.
I at least want to see what's down the river before we make this damn decision.
Sure, what's down the
We had Eldritch
river?
Blast.
You know,
We
you
can
have
stand
to
back
go the
120
long
feet
way around.
and shoot the hell out of this thing.
Yeah, we can take the long way. After Axel,
It looks like
alive. He's been alive. He'll
Machinery.
keep waiting for
You
us.
can break it.
We're trying to be careful and not die. Maybe.
We only had that statue of metal. We could have carried it around, and all the blades would have came at us. Because we can all be around, and it comes, then we can just go and, you know.
And then it would attack the rest of them.
I like how heavy this is.
The dice of power.
I don't
So what you
think
gonna
the
do?
path is unexplored.
Also, Eldritch Blast, I think, only targets a creature. I don't think we can.
You can't shoot it?
No.
Yeah.
I have a crossbow. Hand crossbow.
Do we have any boomsticks?
You're talking about the propeller? It's the adamantine propeller?
Oh. Well. That sucks. It's got wood, right?
Are
Looks
you
like there's a wood piece.
inspecting it, or are you keeping the bat where it is and you're cowering in the corner?
The bat should check it out.
I don't want to lose my familiar again.
Got 6 first level spells.
There could be another God's tomb behind you.
The data where the sunlight only a jewel contained the frog. Bow.
You know, this second warning might actually be for the second floor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, you read it on the second floor. My bad.
Oh. That was
Eagle
fun.
eyes. Cavos.
Good eyesight.
Yeah, eagle eye. It was underneath you. It was on the floor below you. On the wall that you were standing against.
That demonic heritage.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
The bat goes
You
closer.
rolled a natural 30 on your roll.
The bat will go check out the blades that are totally on death.
Nope, totally not.
How about your bat make a perception check?
You can do it, bat.
Believe in you.
Oh, the bat did good.
That's why we believed.
It's at least a 20.
Maybe pressure plates.
Tiny beach. Perception. 20.
20. Yeah, it looks like the entire floor of the corridor is a single pressure plate.
Nice.
Okay.
20 feet long.
So the bat can keep flying down.
The bat could technically keep flying.
Yeah, send the bat down.
The bat goes down.
Alright. Just make sure.
He avoids any like tripwires that are not the floor.
In midair.
Yeah.
That's why he's climbing on the ceiling.
Like a waist height.
Double-sided tape in the at head height.
Yeah.
That's Azrak, guys. Real petty.
Alright,
Yeah.
so your batty friend
Daddy bat.
flies down the corridor, flies between the razor sharp blades of the propeller, and into the next room.
What?
Dibs.
Point.
And salad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I want to go in there.
What do we see in this room?
What do we see in the room, Sullivan?
Yeah, Soldier, what's going on?
A deep pit opens up at the entrance to this tomb with a stone sarcophagus resting at the bottom. A snarling, monkey-like creature decorates the sarcophagus lid. Beyond the pit, three treasure chests sit on stone daises. The chest on the left is carved of black onyx. The middle chest is made of rusty iron, and the chest on the right is cast of silver and glistening with frost. The pit is 20 feet deep. Additionally, there is a creature. You see a pile of bones over in the corner that looks like a skeleton.
Does it have a key for a head?
I don't know. You can't really tell from here.
Backhand? With its blind side?
I mean, yeah, it has a weird shaped head.
Can Maurice fix the pressure plate?
I can try. Can I go to the entrance of the passage there? Not without going in to the corridor?
Yep.
And have Sullivan point out to me where his bat saw the pressure plate, and then see if I can try to disarm it with my thieves' tools.
And
All right.
can I help? I'm also proficient in thieves' tools.
Sure, you can help.
Yeah.
We just need to get you some thieves' tools.
I'm an urchin.
While this is happening,
I'm a weird entertainer criminal.
I'm gonna call my familiar back.
Yeah, you don't want to lose it in case something goes wrong.
No. Y'all are dealing with the pressure plate. I'm gonna deal with the skeleton. So my familiar comes back, and I touch my familiar.
Yep.
And I cast Dragon's Breath on it.
Okay.
So, and then it should be able to fly back and breathe fire, or breathe an element of my choosing.
Okay. Sure, we can do that.
Breathe death.
What are you doing, Sullivan?
Sullivan's murdering this poor skeleton. It hasn't even done
Okay,
anything.
now that it gets that close, can it tell its head or no? Shit.
Yeah, it has a triangular shaped head.
It might not be a key. I don't know. Oh well, let's find out.
Pyramid head.
Dexterity save. It rolled a 6. What damage type?
13 points of lightning.
What? That's okay. It looks delicious. Ah.
It shatters apart,
Aw. A poor skeleton.
inexplicably leaving a pool of blood on the floor.
The bones were filled with blood.
Okay. I just like to point out a bat breathed lightning fire and killed a skeleton. Like,
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
alright.
Just keep concentrating on the spell.
For like another minute.
Yeah.
So is it possible to attempt to disarm this?
Yeah, go ahead and make a Thieves' Tools with advantage.
Can Kathos help me? Since
Yes, so you'll have advantage.
Can you also cast guidance on me?
Yes.
Stack in the deck.
Yeah.
Name of the game. So with help I get advantage, right?
Right. Kathos is like, I believe in you, friend.
Oh no!
Oh
Those are
no.
bad. Oh, Jesus.
Really bad. This is what you get for believing in somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is gonna
Facts.
be 10.
Okay.
4 was the roll. 5 is the modifier, and 1 was the guidance.
Have your bat breathe lightning at the blades.
Not right now. Right now, because I'm gonna watch what happens to you guys that he failed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not standing in the hallway. I'm standing next to the hallway. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Maurice is gone.
We're gonna find out.
So you trigger the floor plate in your attempt to wedge a python under it. You're banging it in there, and you kind of slip and lean, catch yourself on it, and it seems to have enough weight to trigger it. And the propeller, within 6 seconds, just immediately goes up to full speed. And you can feel it pulling you in, but it doesn't seem that strong from here. You're currently sitting on the pressure plate.
Let it go.
Let go of the pressure plate.
Yeah.
Okay. You take your weight off the pressure plate, there's a click, and then you can kind of see it's starting to slow down. It takes about a minute for it to slow down.
So while this is going on, and for the remainder,
alternate, like sucking and blowing.
for the remainder of the next minute of the spell's duration, the bat's just gonna keep casting on the back of the fan, see if we can do anything.
You hit it once, and the lightning does nothing to it.
Alright, Maurice. We gotta try again.
We're gonna try again.
I'm leaving you. Even though you failed horribly.
Hopefully I didn't screw it up so much that it broke.
You think you might be able to
One by one, probably.
maybe jam the propeller itself?
Have fun getting that close.
How do we think we would be able to do that?
5, 10, 15, 20, mage hand.
Oh, yeah. Could we mage
Well,
hand?
if you were a thief, then you could use Mage Hand Ledger Domain to use your thieves' tools through Mage Hand. I don't know.
I wouldn't necessarily need mage hand to take like an object
tie a
and lodge
rope.
it in there.
Could we tie a rope? Or put like a giant log in there?
Not with mage hand. Mage hand can only carry up like 5
You
pounds.
can't hire cold much.
If we get 3 of them together, we can
You
carry
could tie
15.
a rope to Maurice,
Throw me in. Yeah.
brace it on the railing to the south,
With Peepo holding. Just in case.
and then activate the and then walk down. It'll activate it, and then you can just hold him back.
So I don't get
It
stuck.
probably would work.
I don't know about this.
How sturdy do the railings look?
I hold them. Like, it could be crazy.
No,
Really nice.
my thing is we do the rope to Maurice, but we also tie it off to a railing, and you also hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have to walk up 20 feet
We believe in you.
and
It's
try
fine.
and disarm the thing from the.
Hey,
from
thanks
the
for being our
blades-
thief.
where the blades spin.
Thanks for being our thief.
Yep, and without advantage because.
I'm just guidancing.
You
I'll guidance him before he flies down
Oh.
the hallway.
Yeah, and I can still help him.
You can do it.
Would something
Okay,
with a climb
so-
speed be able to go down?
You can help me with the familiar.
No, unless you had no, because you once you get close enough, there's an athletics check involved.
Oh.
Cause it's gonna start as soon as I start walking down the hallway. The blades are gonna spin up.
Well, no, I just meant if something were climbing down the walls
It would get pulled in.
without the pressure plate being activated.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Do we have a way to climb?
She can summon apes. He's been trying to summon apes forever.
Look, it's just the first one that I clicked on that had a climb speed.
I mean, we might need apes for this room. I'm betting there's not
By the way,
jewels in the chest.
Just to check, my bat doesn't see like an off switch anywhere. That'd be hilarious. We can all get through. Oh, by the way, there's a switch here.
That'd be nice.
Okay.
Well.
So do you want to put in a spell slot and summon an ape?
No.
Okay, then.
I didn't know what CR it was before I clicked on it.
What's CR?
Why did you just go by
Half.
movement then?
So you can only summon how many?
Go with movement and click climb.
I was trying to find something that I could turn into. I could turn into a giant centipede,
Again.
All right.
a giant wolf spider.
What do we do?
So you're gonna lower Maurice down to try to disarm the spinning blade thing.
Yes.
Is there any way I can get down there without turning the fan on?
Here's a weird question. Alright. I saw Maurice was able to. He was able to resist it, like the first little part of it.
Yeah, I mean you can feel the air rushing into the chamber, but it wasn't strong enough to pull you off your feet
Well,
from.
As a halfling, what I'm going to do real fast. Oh god, no, because the suction is probably stronger on me. I was just going to see if my weight would set it off.
Yeah. It's probably anything that's above like 5 pounds.
Excuse me.
Okay, Mage Hand
It's,
tries to push it down with 5 feet of force.
It's 20 pounds of pressure.
I was gonna go with 20 and then I was like, that's not enough.
Do I actually weigh 20 pounds?
Probably below your gear.
You're a halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're halfling. You're not
Small
that
humans.
small.
Nope.
You're not like infant
No.
size.
Yeah, no.
Technically, if
Slender
you take the average of the gnomes in the player's handbook, they're actually slightly taller than halflings.
Taller or
Taller.
heavier?
Taller.
Taller.
They're slimmer,
I think
but
they're leaner. Yeah.
on average, as in the max of the if you roll your height.
Just looking up my stuff.
Alright,
Like any levitation or
I do not have fly.
Just send Vorn down to run a full shoulder tackle.
Yeah.
just smash it.
He's also made of adamantium.
That would be beautiful. You should do it.
No, I don't want to lose my Show Guardian, thank you.
Because we're so useful. We use them all the time.
Okay, talk to your Druid Cleric thing. I would use them all the time.
I don't want him to steal our XP.
Technically, I should split your XP if you use your owls. I don't think I've been doing that.
Really?
They're NPCs.
It's okay. I haven't used them.
Technically.
Honestly, I think you're our best bet, and
Yeah, I'll guidance you. You can fly down there. Everything will be fine.
I don't think we have another choice.
Who's going down?
Maurice,
But like I
guidance
said-
and flying with ropes and extra people.
People will hold it.
Okay.
I'm also gonna bless myself in case.
So you're just gonna hold the rope, or are you gonna?
We're gonna tie it around the thing.
It's tied
wrap
around
it-
a
wrap it
railing.
around me. Hold it real nice
Okay.
and
So
tight.
you'll use the mechanical advantage around the railing. Okay. So it's a mechanical advantage. Okay. So Peepo, wrap the rope around it. You're basically belaying around. You know how to belay? Yeah. And then Maurice steps on the plate, activates the propeller, spins up very quickly.
My bat's on his back holding on, and every time he needs to, it's going to use the help action.
Maurice isn't the one making the checks here.
Oh, okay, well, the bat's on. Well, no, because he's not going to have to make a check to jam.
I think to check for the to actually.
Well, once we get there.
Yeah, I think that's what he's
Holding
talking
the
about.
rope.
So once you get within 10 fleet.
Before I walk down there, I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, Kathos, and
Okay.
I've guidanced him as well.
I will certainly not
you might
stop
not.
you from using resources.
Yeah.
Never
This is
stop you.
D4, right?
Bless is a D4. Yeah.
So
For
when
attack
you
rolls, saving throws, and
you're kind of
skill
able to
checks.
resist the pull of the air up until you get to about 10 feet, at which point you start to get lifted off your feet, and which immediately caught by the rope. So I need you to make a strength saving throw, and you have advantage from the mechanical advantage of the rope and pulley system.
and then a D4 from Bless.
So that's
30.
well, it's not athletics, it's strength, but it's still very high. It's 19 plus 8, so that's 27.
All right, yeah, you're able to hold
Yeah.
against. At this point, you're basically having to let the rope out as he goes. So when he gets closer again, I'll need you to make another strength saving throw.
Well, if it's a save, it is +7.
Oh. I didn't remember that.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Then that's
Seems like there was a Mission
22?
Impossible that was basically
22.
like this.
22.
That's also good.
What's
Seems
that?
like there was a Mission Impossible of
Yeah.
a scene where there's the giant spinning blades of death and you're being pulled toward them or something.
A lot of bank heist movies that have it. It's usually like some sort of air conditioner, giant fan thing.
Yeah, inexplicable.
Yeah.
All right. Now that you're down here, so yeah, you basically are gonna have to take one of your pythons and try to like wedge it into the system while it's spinning at full speed, which is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So that would be a these tools check for me.
With advantage.
Can you get in the back?
The bat's on your back, clawing, being like sucked into your back.
How is the bat giving advantage on?
When you use familiars, you're allowed to use the help action.
But
He's
how would
not
it
proficient
help?
in
Thieves'
thieves'
tools.
tools.
But even with the help action, just because
I
you're...
don't,
How would you
I don't
be
think
able
the
to
bat
I mean,
could help.
realistically, how is the help action is for
I don't
combat
understand
usually?
how the bat would.
I mean, the bat could technically be on the other side guiding you, but yeah, no. That's
It-
all.
I mean, basically, he's trying to throw spokes in the bicycle without getting his hand stuck in the spokes
Yeah.
and
I tried.
taking that damage.
Oh, wow.
Trail.
Oh no.
No. It was almost a natural 20.
Yeah.
It's
Almost.
No, it literally stood there, too, and then wobble, wobble, gunk.
They betrayed us.
So 19...
19 plus 5 is 24.
24. Alright, so you have this python, and you jam it, you find just the right angle, and you jam it in there, and it wrenches, and I need you to make an athletics check.
Okay. That one.
Now the bat's pulling on him.
Not so good on that one.
Back.
Yeah, you know.
12.
It pulls free, and the fan starts spinning again. So you were able to find the spot to put the python, but you couldn't hold it against the force of the spinning blades.
If you come out, I can wild shape into something that
Smash
can,
it.
or I can actually just summon a bunch of apes.
And just send them into it.
Yeah, send
See
them.
if it clogs.
Oh, that
Well,
giant ape.
after
Out of existence.
he
when
gets
they-
out, once he gets out, the apes can put the pythons in there without the fan going. Or we can just keep putting until it works.
While I'm down here, should I try and come back? Or do you want to try something else?
You can try again.
Might as well try again.
Alright, pull out another python. So first the Thieves' Tools to get it stuck in there.
I don't have guidance again, right?
And you lost the python, it got shredded.
It could have gone flying out the other side.
That is a 23.
Alright, get it in place, and now you gotta brace up against the hub and try to stop it.
15.
Not successful. Not able to hold it.
Even if Peepo's like pulling at the same time, he's trying to like back, like brakes.
People has no leverage to assist.
Holding the rope.
Say what?
I'm just holding the rope.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not having you make any strength saves because you're just locked in, basically. If you need to alter his position, there may be more saving throws involved.
You need to alter your position?
Do you
Closer?
want me to come back or do you want me to keep doing this?
I need to try something else.
Eventually I'm gonna fail and something bad's gonna happen in my hand.
What? That would never happen.
Bad things don't happen.
We'll find you a ring of regeneration.
Sure.
Yeah, it's two blades that spin.
And maybe you could just jump through.
It looks way too fast to jump through. It looks like maybe you would have been able to jump through when it was spinning up. Took about 6 seconds to spin up.
Pull me back.
Okay.
Alright, 2 strength saving throws.
Okay.
Can I guidance?
Same thing, you're getting advantage, and yeah, and guidance.
And bless.
He
Bless an
needed
hour.
it. Let's just roll this. You get this at 2.
I had 2?
Yeah, bless
Guidance
and
and
guidance.
bless.
Does guidance work for saving throws? I don't think it works for saving throws.
Skill checks. No, it does not work with. It does not work with.
Bless is the saving throw.
Yeah,
Bless
bless
is
is saving throw.
I lied.
Guidance
No,
is-
bless is everything.
Yeah,
Bless
that's
is any 20 rolls.
14.
Oh,
Nah, bless isn't for checks.
so
It's
the
attack rolls
DC
with
was
saving throws.
15.
And saving throws.
Oh no!
So, I'm just gonna roll this one here.
If I get hit by this thing, am I going through?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, you slipped.
That's what I care about.
Oh,
I
no.
wanna know if I'm gonna
So
get
here's a question I have since I do have a reaction. If I cast Featherfall, would it be enough time for him to technically slow down for people to get another chance to yank him, or no?
It's vertical speed, so it's not moving vertically. I mean,
You're already 3 giant sharks.
Oh, that's not too bad.
67 points of slashing damage.
Okay, do I save?
Huh?
Do I get a chance to save? Or
No.
Well, then I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
We just
And
watch
you-
your body bits go everywhere.
Yeah, you go through the blade. The the rope is
I'm not
immediately
dead.
cut.
I'm just unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you fall probably down into the pit. 30 feet down, so you're unconscious. So that would be a saving throw? Death saving throw.
This is a success. It's over 10.
Yeah. 13.
How fast is the thing still going? Oh, crap. It takes
now
a
that
minute
there is no weight, it is
Spinning down.
spinning down.
Just try and like run through. Just after it slows
So
down.
that's one round. The rope is cut. What is everyone doing this round?
panicking.
Yep.
Sullivan runs down the hallway.
What?
Here, actually, I'm gonna put you over here, and then I'm gonna kill you. That way, you have
The guts everywhere.
the guts everywhere.
It's an appropriate spot.
And now I can't move you for some reason. That's weird. You end up. Oh, okay. That was interesting. You end up on a different layer when you're unconscious.
So Sullivan takes off down the hallway.
Okay.
Cathos is like, I'm watching all of my friends get.
So
Splinter.
you step on the plate, click. It starts to spin up, but you're able to.
No, just am I able to get past it?
It starts to spin up, and you'll need to make a acrobatics check to jump through just as it's starting to spin up.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and burn a spell slot. No, yeah, I just misty stepped through.
Okay.
And then start getting the healing potion.
Okay. It's a 30-foot drop down to where he is.
So that's what, 2d6? 3d6?
Yeah.
Gonna wild shape into a panther while he's doing this.
Does that climb speed?
Yeah.
What's my bad strength?
Sorry, 20 feet, so
Wait, I just imagined a
2d6.
panther just running along the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sick panther.
Can I use this staff to turn into a constrictor snake and just take the potion to him? Because it's a strength 9. Or wait.
How's
Can you turn into one?
no?
Snake does not have arms.
The staff turns
Yeah.
into one.
I give him mouth-to-mouth potion and slap now.
Yeah, with.
You don't
Well,
just
it's not a
fall down
giant
here.
poisonous snake. It's a giant constrictor snake.
Shit. Yeah, screw it. I jumped down.
Okay.
Cathos is like, well, I'm gonna have 2 people to heal soon.
It's 2d6. I think I'll live.
Yep.
10 damage.
10 damage.
And then,
Okay, you'll live, so you don't need any healing.
man.
That's
Yep.
the.
And then
that's
you pour a potion down his throat as your action. All right. Right. So you are not dead.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4?
Plus 2. So 8.
You hear a shout. He's okay. Probably.
Yeah, he's fine. Oh, God damn it, I have to tell the truth.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you can see how he's alive.
You can't lie about when you're in and you envelop yourself in darkness that Cathos can't see when
Cathos
you
can
around
see
it.
now.
I know around the corner of Cathos in darkness. I don't know. I had to modify it. So the blades are covered in Maurice blood.
But they're slowing down,
They
and
slow back down again. It takes,
everything stops. It takes a minute.
Takes about a minute to slow down.
I'm sorry.
I turn into a panther and run on the walls.
Still out right there.
Does it have climb speed?
I guess this is
40 feet.
All right.
I guess this is the time when Peepo is hanging out in the corridor.
I mean,
You out of all of us would easily destroy this thing. You get advantage on acrobatics and stuff.
Oh, should I have just like
danger sense.
like a cannonballed in? I could have done that.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it now.
Break it, but you probably could get through it.
Yeah, you can get through it.
I don't know. You could. When if you notice there isn't a pressure plate on the back side.
Yeah.
Once you get through, you can probably smash it.
Yeah, or
So-
maybe you think maybe you could like wedge yourself against the blades and then someone trigger the trap and maybe you can like jam it with it stopped.
Okay.
Because you
I wanna
were
run
like
through.
trying to throw the python into spinning blades, which is really hard, but wedging it maybe from that side,
Step on it.
you might
I'm
not.
gonna run through.
No, step on it so he
Fine.
can jam it.
Fine, I'll
I'm
just
not
step.
doing anything. I'm down in a pit with you.
Yeah, you're kind of.
Cathos has rope.
Okay, so you want to run through?
Want me to come through?
I mean, we're just going. All right.
Let's all be in the room.
All right, make a athletics check to jump through the. Acrobatics check to jump through as it's spinning up.
That's with advantage.
Danger sense.
Yeah. No, well, it's not a dexterity saving throw, it's an acrobatics check.
Okay. I was lied to. That's not going to. This is not going to go well. I don't have that good at acrobatics, you guys.
You're fine.
Got 15.
Okay.
How torn up am I?
Take 34 points of slashing damage as you get clipped by the blades on the
Ow!
way through. Getting over to the other side, and then they start to spin down.
I thought you said it wasn't that bad.
You're fine.
I mean, I took what, 66?
You could have just stood on the trap like we asked you to.
No, you told me that I could go by.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And
Why would
are
he-
you fine or are you not?
Why would he need to
I'm a
stand
little
on the
bloody.
trap?
Could have started to move for the jam.
You can jam it anyway.
Jam it without it moving.
Yeah,
Smash it.
there was really no reason.
You'd have to be next to it, which you are now next to it now that you've went
Yeah,
through.
he seemed to think
Yeah.
that I had to activate it from the other side in order for them to jam it.
Well,
You had to activate it from that side to get.
the athletics check
Yeah.
is very difficult in order to jam it.
Oh, so that's it. You
I
just
figured
need
maybe,
one.
yeah,
Fine, I'm
didn't
gonna try
imply
and
that
jam it.
strong enough.
I'll try and jam it.
I assume you
Okay.
just have to make a strength check.
So yeah, you can attempt to jam it with your body.
I say we leave them
Not
in the
do
pit.
that. We can leave him in the pit. Can I have some good bear?
You act like I can't get up out of the pit.
Misty
Is
Step's
it-
30 feet.
It's a 20-foot.
I can throw some
Oh, I
rope.
thought it was 30 feet.
It's 20.
I can throw some rope down, get them out.
Okay.
See,
So
we can
you're-
take a long rest in this room.
Yeah, probably.
We're just gonna go to this dungeon taking naps everywhere.
Yeah. Athorak's like, these are some sleepy people.
And your bless is gone because I lost concentration when I went unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I assumed there was no plus when I jumped.
Oh.
All the cuts over your
Kathos
body,
is
looking like
overlooking at the
2013 Evanescence
skeleton
man.
remains
I want to try
in
and
panther
Yeah, we
form.
gotta
I want
follow.
to try and jam
Go
this.
follow.
Nice. I want to try and jam this path. Does somebody have a python I can use?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay.
They're unfortunately
Thanks for the
in
follow, or
panther
you
form.
aside.
All of my stuff turns into panther.
And just lots of little panthers.
Burglars
Yes,
comes with, like,
I have tiny panthers all over.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
I have a backpack of panthers, while a panther
A panther.
You don't
filled
have a
with
back-
panthers.
You don't have a backpack full of panthers. Not how it works.
Yes, I do. Celeste and I decided it.
This is
Nope.
literally how it works. There's lots of little panthers.
Then your shell is in fact a giant, knapsack.
No, you need my consent for this kind of
Nope.
silly thing. Go to school with it.
Tiny panthers.
You have a gray bag of tricks full of panthers.
No, all
That
of
is
his
your
stuff
shell?
just becomes panthers when he turns into a panther. That's it.
Becomes a
My
part of
wild
the
shape,
panther.
the stuff, instead of becoming panther with me, turned into a panther.
Like a little panther.
Like, tiny
It
backpack
doesn't do anything.
panther,
It's not conscious.
filled with little panthers. Like a super long panther is a rope.
Any gear that that your panther cannot realistically wear sort of morphs into your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So your
Tiny
panther is not
panthers.
wearing a backpack.
Tiny panthers.
a tiny panther backpack.
They're having fantasies. I just try and jam
Anyway,
it.
Your backpack is not accessible while you're in wild shape.
I know.
yeah, it's, of course
that's
it's
what I
not.
was
It's a
saying.
tiny panther.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm gonna try and, I guess, jam this thing.
Okay. You're gonna need someone's help to trigger the trap while you're
Yep.
jamming.
So we do need to trigger the trap first.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
jam it, and then someone needs to trigger the trap.
Oh, so somebody can
But-
go on the walls. So
Yeah.
You're the last one.
Panther.
Okay.
Luckily, there's a panther that can trigger the trap.
Okay, so the panther's gonna jump through and land on the.
Yeah, but not directly next to it, more towards the...
But you can trigger it just by walking into the first 5 feet there.
Oh god, it's Doom. What is that?
it's panther.
That's a panther?
It's panther.
Panther Doom.
It's very squiggly. Oh, okay.
It's a panther.
It blended in with the background.
I believe
All
that is
saw was-
actually a picture of Guinevere. I believe that's what I made that token out of.
With her stupid spelled name. Sorry.
Yep. So you leap through,
Yes.
landing on the pressure plate, which causes it to start to try to spin up, but with the turtle in the way. The wrong layer. Make a athletics check.
So how do you think turtle soup tastes?
I don't know, we might have to taking a bath in it here in a second.
Turtles and panthers.
That's a lot of good protein, probably.
No!
Not a gnat.
No!
Yay!
That's not a good noise.
That's a good noise.
Okay, so you take
Soon there are about to be bits of Kathos.
7 points of
Fan damage?
fan damage, slashing damage, and you're ejected north of the propeller.
Oh, okay, north. Okay.
Me?
Yeah, you are
Yeah.
ejected north. You're within
Yeah.
10 feet of the fan.
Can I jump through? I guess?
Yeah,
jump-
if you want to jump through instead of waiting for it to spin up. It is spinning up currently.
Can I run off of the pressure
Can't
plate?
you just jump onto the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, you
Wait,
can. Oh, you
I can get on the wall.
You were climbing on the wall. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
I'll jump
then
up to the wall.
you get out off of the pressure plate on the south side.
Sorry, you said 10 damage?
7.
7? Okay.
7 slashing.
So close to turtle soup.
I know, right?
Soon.
So
Soon. So
talking over here. Don't you can't hear her. You're fine.
propeller is
Roll this
not.
one. This one's bad. I
That
don't
was-
roll that
I
one
know,
for.
I had to
That
tell the
was really
truth.
bad.
so-
We have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, like
I'm just chilling because I'm just like, what?
Okay, people, get back
like
in the pressure
I'm just like
plate.
I'm gonna take 5
That
feet
is,
over here.
that
so.
is in a appropriate amount of blood at the bottom of that.
Can I have some good berries first?
Nah, you're
No,
good.
they are also tiny panthers right now.
Yeah.
Everything is a
they're,
panther.
they're panther
Fine.
dingleberries.
Why don't we just leave it for now?
Nah, let them have their fun. We're having turtle soup for dinner.
I mean, how's everybody gonna get
Are you
back
gonna
through?
try again?
yes.
We can try again once we figured out what's going on.
So you get into the propeller, you brace yourself,
You literally can't take.
signal the panther to step onto the.
Why can't she save?
No, she literally can't roll worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's about as bad as it gets.
What was this to the total with
The
the
total
wall?
would have been 8.
Oh, yeah. You need to roll higher than that.
I would have assumed so.
So the panther's gonna jump onto the plate.
Yep.
Best part of the job, watching the turtle get shredded.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah, we
starts
don't even
to
get the best part
turn.
of the job.
Make an athletics check.
Much better.
See, it's the exact opposite.
Is that a natural 20?
That's an actual 20.
See, told you.
All right.
That was the opposite.
Congratulations.
I like the tiny.
The propeller is jammed until the start of your next turn, at which point you need to make a strength athletics check.
Anybody got peanut butter?
You need to
do
make
it.
3 in a row.
Oh, okay.
So make another one.
More. Just keep.
I mean,
don't
you
ever
know-
use that other die again.
Okay, that one's good. It's,
23.
yeah.
You're good, and now make your third one.
Not
14?
14. You get ejected and take 2d10 slashing
Oh,
damage.
come on.
13 slashing damage, and then it
Yeah,
spins up
I
again.
think we need to
Panther
stop
jumps
now.
off.
Because,
Minute.
yeah, the next time I'm going to be knocked out.
Oh, you're good.
No.
You're fine.
I guess I'll crawl back on the wall and go
It
down.
spins down.
Let's hang out. What's in this room? We got
Yeah.
this, we got to this fun room.
I'll unturn into a panther standing on the ledge.
Me and Maurice are checking out this
The other
triangle
leg.
the skeleton dropped.
Y'all are
It's
down in a
on the
pit.
top of the.
Yeah, we're down 20 feet.
People said she dropped rope earlier.
I did.
Yeah, but people's rope leads to here.
I'm still.
It doesn't mean we can't. Good, good, good. Hey.
I'm not moving.
Yeah. Well, I'm checking out the triangle thing the skeleton dropped.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So it's not Panther Kathos.
Not Panther Kathos is going to take a minute to get back.
It doesn't take a minute. It takes like 6 seconds.
Yeah, by that time, I get my 6 seconds.
All right.
So that's a really terrible fan thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another exit.
Could be. Maybe a secret door.
And there is a skeleton key
Uh-huh.
that is of a triangle shape.
I pocketed it.
Do any of the chests have triangle shapes?
They do not.
Damn.
Do we remember the chest that was in the waterfall when I had my bat look at it?
Also doesn't look like it matches.
That was like more of a skull, actual skull shape.
Yeah.
So who's gonna open one of these chests?
I don't know. Why don't we actually go over and investigate them before we pop anything? Or see?
Each chest is you spend 10 minutes and you can get out of the pit with.
Oh no, I'm not getting out of it.
Okay, you're gonna stay in the pit.
I'm just gonna stay right where I am, catching my breath.
All right.
While you're doing that, you
gonna
should
sit
check
in my
out the
pool of blood.
sarcophagus.
It has like crisis
It's like-
there? Are you having a little bit of existential crisis?
Wouldn't you?
You weakly paw at the sarcophagus lid, and it appears to be sealed.
Oh, I wasn't gonna try and open it though. I'm just sitting there.
So, what did the chest look like?
Time, stop being a baby.
Each chest is 5 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet high.
Kathos is gonna just throw like a bunch of good berries at you.
This is your fault.
They all three appear to be unlocked. They have a latch, but there's no lock.
No, there's no fault.
But they look like they're made out of different materials.
Effort and something fell through.
We all failed.
Yeah, there's the black onyx, the rusty iron, and the silver glistening with frost.
Is there anything else in the room?
Nope.
You need to open the silver glistening with frost.
No, I'm good. That one seems the most trapped. I want to go with the onyx one.
But the silver one.
It's the trickster god.
Yeah. Thus, it seems the most trapped, so it's probably the safe one.
I don't know. A black onyx chest would be like more trapped in my opinion. I put up detect magic.
Okay.
How many good berries?
I also need the berries.
Or rest.
You can get 8 good berries that are worth 5.
40.
You can
I just feel really full all the time.
get 10 that are worth 6.
You do not see anything magical other than that you detect a powerful magical aura around the sarcophagus, but you're not able to detect its school.
So somebody needs to open one of these chests.
Let's open them all at the same time.
I can't. It's a character flaw. I need other people to be in danger more so than myself.
You're gonna be in this room with us.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get hit by all the spells, but I won't be activating them.
After I finish my good berries, I'll open one.
You should open the ice one.
I don't want to be frozen though.
Damn it.
I mean, you just check for traps.
That's a
Can I
lost
investigate them, even though I know they're unlocked? But just to double.
Sure.
Check for traps.
I'm a
How many
halfling.
traps are there? Only one in each?
14.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely unlocked, and they're affixed to the ground, so they're not movable.
Are they turnable?
No.
Try to... Can I mage hand open the ice one from here?
Sure. You do, and inside you see a 3-inch long gold key protruding from an adamantine keyhole set into the underside of the chest's lid.
Open the others.
You open the lid, and in the lid there is a gold key.
The keys turn on the inside only. Can we turn the keys in the inside?
You gonna try to turn it with the mage hand?
Yeah.
It doesn't turn.
Can I take it out?
Nope.
Try just turning it while it's in there.
I just did. It said it wouldn't turn.
But the lid is open.
Yeah, keep your mage hand inside.
Oh.
Can't control it if you can't see it.
Oh god, we all have to get in. They're 3 feet. We all have to get inside when we turn them.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Well, you're obviously
3 foot 1?
Yeah, Pupo's not gonna fit in a chest.
No.
They're 5 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet high.
All right.
I get in the. I get in the.
I mean, they're basically coffins.
I get in the obsidian
You
one.
want to summon apes?
Black onyx.
Now's probably
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah.
What you finally want me to summon?
Yeah. No. Now you summon apes.
something that can do fine.
Well, what happens if there's?
Manipulation.
But what happens if something happens to the outside of the room? Wow.
I have a feeling it's probably worse inside the chest.
I don't know.
I don't want to be in there.
Kathos is gonna crawl inside the ice one.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm inside
Hey,
the.
don't go
I'm inside
danger.
the onyx one.
My danger sense is going. Why? And Kathos is like, ugh.
So, who's doing it first?
I don't think we should do it. I think we should probably do it all at the same time, right?
What? All 3 people and like somebody shouts, "Turn now!"
Yeah.
I don't think
All
Peepo's
right,
gonna fit.
Peepo.
We could probably.
I'm not gonna fit.
You'll squish.
I'm in a shell. I don't squish.
Sucking your shell.
That's not
Suck
how
it
it
in.
works.
Let's take it off.
It's my spine.
Come on, stop being a big baby. Hurry up.
Sucking your.
I will.
You think you might be able to fit inside? You lay down.
You're just gonna have trouble getting up.
Yeah. I guess. Would you
Let
rather
me-
go in? You can go in.
Let me stand.
On top of Sullivan's. So Sullivan can't get out.
No, I want to stand wherever I can get the most people in my aura.
Probably in front
like
of,
right in the middle.
You're 20 feet down.
Well,
He climbs
After
up.
I climb back up.
Oh, you're gonna actually climb
basically,
up?
because
Oh.
Peepo would be in the chest right now, so he would be there.
All right.
Yeah, I'll stand. I'll move to stand where Peepo is when he gets in the chest. That way everybody gets
terrible
inside my
idea.
safe.
Obviously.
And I will cast my last spell slot and bless everybody.
The keys turn on the inside only.
Okay, so
Still seems like
you're all three of you are doing it at the same time.
I heard
Apparently,
somebody
yeah.
talk about like apes. Where did that idea go?
Okay.
The keys turn on the inside only. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do we know anything like from the plaques? Because I don't know.
So
keys
this
turn on the
one
inside
was
only.
definitely on the floor below you. That was my bad.
This is the keys turn on the inside only.
That's the last clue.
Dude, that doesn't give us a clue about what to get. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it does.
It says to turn them on the inside of the
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Say?
Fine. Okay.
The keys turn on the inside only.
Peepo is the most cowardly turtle.
Facts.
People doesn't like confined spaces.
You're a turtle.
Portal.
That's different.
Oh,
Really?
does the keyhole
Yes.
have like any line of sight?
That's an
No,
interesting
it's
character.
sealed. You're pretty sure that when you
I haven't
close,
established
I mean,
Peepo's
it's
long
not
lore of
locked.
Claustrophobia.
No, I'm just letting you know that when I go in and close it, I'm going to be looking through my bat's eyes.
Okay,
Like, I'm still going to be
Well,
able to feel,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be looking through my bat's
If you're
eyes.
looking,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
if you're looking through the bat's eyes, you're like a vegetable.
But I can still move my hands.
No,
Can I? No.
no, you're a vegetable.
No, because somebody can still guide me and stuff. Like,
can move your hands.
it's only
You
your...
just can't see.
Yeah, it's your sight.
How are you how is somebody guiding you to move it while you're inside the
I can
coffin?
feel the key. I can
Yeah, you
hold the
grab-
key
Yeah,
and then
it's
do
fine.
it.
You can grab the key and then transfer your sight over to it,
Yeah.
and then just turn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
It's fine. That's a cool idea. I like it.
It's gonna be so bad.
Because if anything
gonna be
starts to
terrible.
happen in my thing, I can misty step through my bat's eyes
Now,
and use my last spell
well,
slot.
you won't be able to feel anything going on inside of the chest when you're doing it.
Oh, shit.
This could be so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's feeling? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically... Yeah, I don't know if you can... Yeah, anyway.
It's an action. I'll
So-
keep my sight for now, then.
So all three of you are climbing into the chest at the same time,
Apparently.
and you're all going to close the lid.
Yep. And we're waiting on Maurice to count to 3.
You are a good character, Kathos.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, tick.
Yeah.
You hear a click when you close the lid. You realize that there were adamantine catches around the key that unlock when the lid is closed. And then when you open the lid, they latch onto the key so you can't turn them. So, Maurice, and I guess if you're looking through the bat's eyes, you see a carved button magically appear on the sarcophagus lid. And there is a onyx button, a rusty iron button, and a silver button. All three of them appear simultaneously as you all turn the keys.
How far is it?
It's 20 feet down to the sarcophagus. There is a rope.
I will cast Mage Hand and go bop bop bop.
Oh,
Yes.
pick your least favorite person
No.
first.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Bop bop bop. Onyx.
No.
Probably me, and then you.
Yay! Not me first.
Okay, I'll do it like Kathos said. So I'll do
Oh, that's sick.
Onyx.
Onyx first.
Okay. Pushing the onyx button forces any creature inside the onyx chest to
I missed
succeed a con saving throw.
You can add 4 plus a D4.
I probably should have been in there.
18 plus, what, like 4?
You're the safe one.
18, yeah, so 22.
Congratulations. You do not take 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
Okay.
Oh,
And
you were
if
not
you had-
disintegrated.
And had you been reduced to 0 hit points, you would have been turned into a pile of dust. You feel the disintegrate spell basically be cast upon you inside of the onyx chest. You heard like a little fizzle coming from the onyx chest when you push the button, and the button.
You might want to start screaming.
Okay.
The chest is now unlocked, and you're able to open it.
I get out.
Okay, let's do Peebo's chest.
Why
Okay.
is Kathos your least favorite?
Peepo? In the
I don't
iron.
want to hurt you. I want as many people around to help if we need help.
Pushing the rusty iron button causes any non-magical metal objects inside the rusty iron chest, including objects carried or worn by a creature in the chest, to corrode into a worthless piles of rust.
Aww.
Objects partly made of metal are ruined as their metal components decay. So you
I assume I didn't take off my stuff, so Bob is fine. I don't wear armor, but my other weapons are junk.
yeah, anything that has metal components is junk.
Javelins.
Yeah.
Javelins are junk.
Yeah.
Your coin pouch.
Get your money.
Yeah.
You have
All-
no more money.
all-
I never really kept track of individual money. I thought it was just party, but
No,
I had a
your
great
money
sword,
is
a
gone.
hand axe, javelin.
Okay.
You know what? That could have been worse.
Didn't even get to
You
save.
hit all of these nice
If
X
the
buttons.
rusty iron chest opens and there's a
Move.
of rusty dust.
You okay?
I'm not good. I'm good. I still got my bob.
Okay.
Hopefully
Press
you're
that
gonna
last
find-
fucking
Silver
button.
button.
You guys are gonna find me a really
You
cool.
hear a lot
magic
of
weapon.
talking going on. You're not
Press
really
it.
sure what's
Press
going
it.
on, but you're still holding the key.
I mage hand it.
You mage hand it. All right, slam it.
Before I can muster this courage to do it.
Rest
so
in peace,
just like, bam.
Kathos.
Pushing the silver button causes any creature inside the silver chest to make a con saving throw.
So
I
Hopefully
did
not
get the
against
good
Disintegrate.
chest.
Yeah?
your roll and your modifier and 4.
I failed.
Oh no!
I rolled
Does your R require them to be able to see you?
No.
6.
No, I don't think so. It's
I got a
people like
10
within
total.
my range, within the radius. What'd you get?
I got 10.
You got a 10.
Yeah. Hopefully not
Good news is
disintegrated.
this is not a disintegrate.
The bad news is I'm frozen solid.
Bad news is it's. Oh, those are D10s. Sorry, that was my. I almost rolled the wrong die there. They were supposed to be D12s. No.
I'm probably dead no matter what.
47 cold
Exactly.
I am exactly dead.
What happens when somebody hits 0?
Nothing. You just take damage, or half as much on a success. So the chest pops open, and there's a of frost, and there's a very, very frozen and unconscious
Kathos.
Kathos.
I walk over and close the chest.
I go open the chest and lay on hands, Kathos.
Okay, so we won't need to worry about.
So I'm gonna give you 10 hit points.
Thank you.
When you push the last button, the stone sarcophagus turns to transparent crystal, revealing a mummified, monkey-like creature within. Clutched in its desiccated claws is a fearsome mace.
Ace.
So,
I left all my other weapons.
technically, you both can use it.
I call it. My weapons are dead.
You have Bob, but
My other weapons are dead.
it's a mace though.
It's a weapon, and it's going to be magical. You can finally do magical.
It's true.
That's not a bad point, actually.
D6.
If you want it. If you want to have magical damage.
Go from D10, my versatile, to a D6. I suppose if it's magical, if everything has resistance, that might be better.
And see what Wongo does to you.
That's true.
Things is
I mean, you can always
nothing good.
add if you think you're fighting something less equipped, you could two-hand it.
No.
Oh,
mace
that's
is
a great. Yeah, I'm
versatile.
thinking of. Yeah, okay.
I mean, would anybody else use it?
No.
Use it.
You have Bob, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's better.
Bob is better.
Bob is better.
So,
right?
For all you know, it could be like a +2 though. So.
They could. I don't know.
Dodge it.
Grab it. Grab the
Wongo.
mace.
It's still a crystalline sarcophagus.
What?
The sarcophagus turns into a crystalline. It's still encased, and inside you can see this mummified remains of a Sioux monster, clutching a fearsome mace.
Can we open it?
It looks kind of brittle.
Oh, you should smack it, and we can all take
Smash
damage.
it.
Smash it and
Smash
claim
it.
your prize.
Smash the.
The
The
sarcophagus.
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 Kathos is hiding behind
climb
his.
down.
Sure.
I kind of want to get back in my chest.
Yeah, Kathos is hiding behind his chest.
You know.
it was so cozy in there.
I have no health, by the way.
Fine.
No, sorry. You gave me 40. You gave me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just
Health?
you in the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to float. Something's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, I jump off.
Yeah, it doesn't take you very long to break it. Whereupon, the Sioux Monster Mummy awakens.
There's a mummy.
Yeah.
There's a mummy inside.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you found your mummy.
Roll for initiative. Are you my mummy? Okay, you beat the mummy by 1.
21.
Hey, they were like 14.
It rolled a 2.
I mean, I rolled a 1 plus 2.
People?
I'm also 14, but I add 2.
So 16 and Kathos 14. All right.
I have no spell slots.
Sullivan.
I will quicken Chaos Bolt and then Eldritch Blast. That's a natural 20.
It is. First one? No, you rolled 1 too.
Yep.
That one didn't get a special noise, though. Well, it did, but it was a boop.
It didn't work out anyway.
Are you like shouting at anything at them as you arrive?
15, 17.
Better this way. I didn't even use the
23 points of Psychic.
It's above my claws.
Yep.
And then 2 Eldritch Blast. No, I'm going to assume an 11 and 12 miss.
They both hit. Yeah, and he doesn't care about psychic.
Monster
So.
stats as opposed to just mummy stats.
So how much was the psychic?
27.
He doesn't care about psychic?
Wow.
As in, he doesn't have a vulnerability or resistance.
And then he takes 30 points of Psychic. Force, sorry.
Force. Yeah. I just didn't have a psychic damage
Smash that thing.
thing here. How much force?
30. Double 10s plus my modifier.
That was probably a good thing because he has a Mace of Terror.
Oh, he was holding the mace.
He was
still.
holding a Mace of Terror, and he would have used the Wave of Terror against you, which would have been
It is
interesting.
Mace of Terror.
Speaking of Maces of Terror, you should probably pick that up. Get yourself a Terror Mace. And get yourself a god inside of you.
So
On it.
A chaotic evil god.
It's the best god!
you gonna try to touch the mace?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Red smoke seethes from the head of the mace, forming the outline of a monkey with a long tail. With a roar, the smoky apparition leaps at you, screaming, "Let me in!"
Do it, let
Are
him
you
in.
going to try to resist it?
Yeah.
Okay.
in.
That is a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, he saved.
29.
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to let him in?
No!
All right.
I would have let him in.
We all would've.
So for the remainder of the adventure, you don't have to worry about Wongo's spirit trying to inhabit you while you're holding the mace.
Okay.
So when Peepo goes to borrow the mace,
Yeah.
You might have. Then we'll find out when you get inhabited by multiples.
Does he get an ability?
No, because he's not inhabited by Wongo. You do not get this ability and the flaw
So you skipped all the fun stuff.
that is hilarious and the power which is interesting.
you should take backsies making that save.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Good.
And you get a Mace of Terror that looks like this.
Did my ring have a special picture?
It was a Ring of Protection.
But did it have a special picture?
No, it's
Yeah, it was a Ring of Protection. Would you like me to pull up a Ring of Protection picture?
No. That one just looks like a fun Mace of Terror.
Well,
You
that's
want
the picture of the Mace of Terror.
Yeah.
You want to push out your friend?
That's
no.
the Ring of Protection.
I don't think he gets pushed
Oh,
out.
it's a tiny shield.
Wait, the Ring of Protection's a tiny shield?
Yeah, it's always
That's
been.
adorable.
know
I
it
didn't know
was.
that.
Oh.
All the
Not have a
movies
dungeon
All
and
right,
master.
well,
stuff.
we need to wrap up because it is past 9. So,
Okay.
thank you for watching. We stream live every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. And hope y'all have a good day. This button.
Hopefully next time I'll get possessed.